Now let's go and create a pagination for our table, because right now in here, if I scroll down, I have 60 records. But imagine if you have around 1000 or 2000 or more than that records in your database, then this page will take a lot of time to load. So it's better to create a paginations where the user can change page number, and on each page we can display a certain number of records. So let's go to our project, and in here, in the state of all, we will type paginate, then give the number of records we want. So how many records we want to display in each page. So for example, I want to display 10 records. Now let's go back to our index, and in here, first of all, before doing anything, let me just show you guys one thing. So let's do that console.log and display our students. Let's change this back to all as well. Let's go to our project, and in here, let's do a log. Down in here, in the students, as you guys can see, so in the students array, it's showing all my records like an array, and each item have its own object. So if I go back and in here change all to paginate, then give them 10 numbers. Let's go save. Let's go back. Right now my data has been changed, so that my data is coming inside this data. If I open this, I have all my students. In here, I have some more information, which all of them belongs to the pagination, like current page, from, last page URL, path, to, total. All this information belongs to the pagination. We can use this information to create our pagination. So first of all, let's fix our data. So let's go back to our index.jsx, and in here, in the set of students dot map, we will just type students dot data dot map. Now let's save. Now our records are displaying here. So right now we have 10 records in this page. So we have to create our page numbers as well. So let's go back, and for that, after that table, in here I will create a div, and after that this time I will map through my links. So if I open console object, I will map through all my links, because in here it displays all the pages. So 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 6, and we also have previews and next. So I am going to use that link. Let's go here and say students dot links dot map, and we will use, call it a link. Then for the for key, I would use idx. Then let's create a button is here for each of the page numbers, button. And for the key of this, we will use the idx. So idx. Then I will set the disable to false, to to true if there is no link dot url. And finally, I want to display the label as well. So for the label, I will type dangerously set inner html, and in here I will say html link dot label. Now let's save this. Let's go back to our project, close this one. Now I have my page numbers in here, but the style and design is not good. So I have to add a class name for this also. So let's go, and in here let's create a class name as well. So I will give my class name of px3 py, and it should be rounded. Now let's go. Okay, so our pages are displaying in here, but we can, right now we cannot change our page number. So for that we have to create a handler to manage the page change. So let's go back to our project, and in here let's create a function. So let's call it const handle page change and set it to arrow function. So let's call URL, and in here we will say if URL then router dot visit URL. Let's import the router as well from Inertia. So let's add it here, router. Now let's go back, and if I click page 2, we forgot to add this handle page change to our button. So let's scroll down, and in here let's type on click, and in here let's call our handle page change. So handle page change and pass the link dot URL. That's it. Now let's go back. Now let's change the page. So let's change page to page 3. I got the new data. So if I change it back to page 1, I got this data. Now if I click next, currently I am in the page number 6, and if I click the previews, my data has came for page number 5. So if I click page 2, it's displaying the second page data.